with another episode of Innovation from the Global South. This is your host, Dr. Almas, on Future Frame TV, the collective podcast of Traces.Dreams. My guests today are the founders of QazTracker, a startup that deals with the movement and health monitoring of cattle. Let's talk to them. Hi everyone. So I'm today with the team of QazTracker, and with me there are two people today. One is founder, one is co-founder. Who they are? Let's chat with them. Mr. Dinar and Mr. Miras, welcome to the show.
Hi Almas.
Hello.
Let me introduce our company. And my name is Miras. I'm co-founder of company. Dinar is founder, as well as Dinar is CEO of company, and I'm Chief Financial Officer.
Tell us something about QazTracker.
Initially, this idea came to Dinar several years ago, and he's like a man from technical background. He know about this technology, and he came to me, and I'm a person with financial background. Actually, I worked as a financial consultant in one of the big four company for several years, and I recognize the full potential of this startup and of this idea. And this whole idea of our startup is working with LoRaWAN system that is making real the technology of IoT. IoT is technology called like Internet of Things, and LoRaWAN technology made it possible to came to reality. So our project based in agro sector, and we are the ones who try to analyze whole health condition of cattle, and so as well as analyzing health condition, we may analyze their movement, their acceleration, and temperature. And I guess since this sphere of LoRa and IoT is really expanding, and nowadays it's almost several hundred billions of USD dollars. So in our country, actually we are from Kazakhstan, and we has some kind of not developed yet agriculture sector, but we are trying to develop it. So basically our startup is about tracker, which analyze movement, acceleration, and it does not use GPS at all. So our trackers are based on only LoRaWAN system. We may use it in areas where is no GPS at all.
Wow. But how does that work? Because I mean, okay, I'm not from the technical background of IoT, neither whatever your technology is about. So I'm very much curious to know, how does it work if it's not GPS? So does it use any kind of Wi-Fi?
No, like making it more simple, you may just imagine that there is some kind of tracker on your, like wherever on you, and it analyzes through special system where are you and in what condition you. We are not using Wi-Fi because there are several problems with Wi-Fi. It's actually good, but it's not long range oriented. And second option is using like cellular points, like huge ones, and they are good for range, but they should be high powered. In our system, we don't use both of them. We use LoRaWAN technology. Actually, this system initiated in 10 or 15 years ago, but its potential like is recognized now, like 2 or 3 years ago. And several companies throughout the world are working on this system, but it's not fulfilled its potential yet. And agro sector actually has such potential, and we're really encouraged about this sphere, because like due to we are from Kazakhstan, and we have really a huge amount of landscape wherever you go, and there is cattle and livestock. From our point, all of it should be some kind of digitalized, and if we add IT to this non-IT sector, we will like take a huge advantage of it.
Yeah, Dinar, you are from the technical background. You are the founder of QazTracker, and I was just wondering about the range. What is the range of this tracker, and how was the development of this device?
One of the best about the long range of is LoRaWAN. This is the technology of radio wave signals. So we use radio wave signals, and with use these signals, we have the long range. The base stations have the coverage of about 25 kilometers, one of base stations. And these base stations also cheaper than the GSM base stations, cheaper more than 10x.
So, and how is the market competition? Do you have any competitors in the market, or you people are the sole owners of the technology that is in the market, with these applications?
No, frankly speaking, it's company Semtech who is actually founder of this system of these micro elements, and this Semtech company actually has some kind of monopoly in that sphere in that market. But they are not operating as company who sells. They are not operating like we are maybe B2C oriented. They are B2B oriented. So like they are business to business, we are business to customers. So like this company Semtech has patents on their technology. We are using their technology and we're developing it. We're some kind of customizing it to our needs, and through it we do our work. The system contains like utilities to operate on these wavelengths, and we add like this like system that analyzes acceleration, heartbeat, temperature, and it's monitoring in real time.
Okay, so if I
yes,
if I understood correctly, there is already a tracker available in the market, but that is not commercially available. I mean,
there are not tracker available on the market, but these microchips that is available on this market. And if we're talking about this like product, this tracker, there are several like 2 or 3 not huge companies, but also startups. Actually, we've met one, and we made dialogue with the founder of one company that's based in Australia. And actually, it is Australian Dutch company, like from 2 countries, and they got 1 million USDs, like as angel investments. And based on this, we are actually believing in our companies that if they did it and our product is not worth comparing to them, we are using the same technology in the same market, and actually we are almost on the same stage. If they're working on their like first cells, we're working on our prototype and starting our first cells.
Right. So your prototype has some additional features, if I understood correctly. Your prototype is a bit different from the ones that are available in the market.
Yes.
So your prototype gives some kind of health monitoring as well about the kettles, right?
Yeah, right. Actually, we've tried to solve several problems in our country. There is 3 of them. First is cattle have still stolen for decades, and actually 2 decades, the amount of money stolen was actually $1 billion only in our country. It's first problem. Second problem is low accessibility to information about your livestock. You know that you has livestock that is like growing, but nothing else. And we give all this information that I've mentioned before. And third one is lack of control from farmer. These 2 points are actually connected, but by control, I mean that this information from tracker goes to cloud. Then from this cloud, the information goes to your mobile app.
I was just wondering, both of you guys, you are very passionate about your startup. It was more like, you wanted to be entrepreneurs, do something different, or it was because of your love for the cattles? Dinar, I think this question is for you.
First of all, I'm an entrepreneur with a technical background. It's our idea in our product help some agri peoples, which from for farmers, so help solve the problem with theft of cattle and control of cattle, and so we are believe that our company in the future help a million farmers, and also our technical background help to me and our company to improve our product and so create the product.
Right. No, I just asked this question that I hope that none of you had a cattle in the past and, you guys lost that, and then it was, it was so painful, and you guys was, okay, I'm going to make a tracker.
Actually, you might be correct in some degree, because we grew in that area where is cattle around, and it's actually part of our life. And adding to your question that Dinar has been answered about our aim, I guess it's synergy of both from both entrepreneurial sides and from our aim to give some kind of value of ourselves, that we bring something new, that we create something new. Actually, we are the ones who are creating something new, and it will be realized and fulfilled.
Mm-hmm. So creating something new. My question is about innovation. What is innovation for you people, for you guys?
Innovation from our side is create something that's not been in market yet. If you have idea is great. Idea is really important, but idea is nothing without implementation. If you implemented your idea in reality and you can touch your result, it is final point of what you wanted to do. Actually, I came to this project without any knowledge about technology, and as Dinar said, with his help, we understood it, and we created something new that wasn't before. Maybe it was in whole world, but in our country and several countries nearby Kazakhstan, there is not such product at all.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, I completely agree with this fact that there are many innovations that exist outside of your country, but specifically making that available to your people with different background, is completely other story. And many times you need to personalize that and change, little bit according to the needs that local people they have. So were there any kind of problems that you guys faced in building the prototype or launching it in the market?
Actually, there were problems at each stage of our development, starting from finding those individuals who can operate on these micro elements, microsystems, and actually it was first problem. Then it was problem to find investments, and initially we've invested our own money. Then we've worked with several group of investors who trusted in us, and these problems we may categorize in several pod groups. And first is just from people to people communication, when you can solve it by just dialogue. It has been on each stage of our development. Then it's investments, then it's making mistakes. We've tried a lot. We've spent more than 10,000 on one prototype, and it crashed due to the fact that two horses collapsed and our prototype crashed. Such kind of problems.
How was that? Can you explain a little bit? Two horses, they crashed?
Were
they fighting with each other, or?
Yes. We've installed our tracker, thinking that everything will be fine, but they started to fight, actually, yes.
So the damage was made to the tracker, or the damage was made to the skin of the horses? What was the more?
There was no damage on skin, but was damage on tracker.
Right. What was the solution then? What was the
We've
next
made it more,
approach?
more sustainable to such kind of events. We've made it with more dense plastic.
More robust systems and more resistible, right? Yeah, that's great. Who are the clients of this startup? They are the big companies or local farmers? Who they are?
We have several groups. Target audience actually is divided for two. It's like big companies and small farmers. These small farmers is about less than 100 livestock in their possession, and huge companies is more than 100. But actually, there is companies between 100 and like 5,000, and companies with more than 5,000 cattle is huge companies. We have been meeting with these companies, and actually they're interested in it, and we are working on it. Actually, our audience may go beyond our country because we have Russia nearby, we have Uzbekistan, we have Turkmenistan, we have Kyrgyzstan. I'm like, from my personal point of view, like, we may lead in some aspects of in technology throughout these countries, and we may expand to countries that is near to us.
What is the vision of QazTracker for the future? Next 5 years, where do you see yourself? And you already are international, or right now you are just working within Kazakhstan?
We are working within Kazakhstan now, like since we're only started to sell our products, and we're just analyzing how it goes. Is it good or not? Maybe like from sales perspective, we should try to improve some aspects of our tracker. Then after this stage, we'll try to cover our country, and after this covering in 3-4 years, we are going to expand.
Is there someone you would like to pair up with internationally or work with any international entrepreneur or any company?
We're really interested in it, but not in that stage where we're operating now. In future, yes. Currently, we are searching for startup incubators who are operating in Hong Kong, in Israel.
Dinar, how to be a good entrepreneur? Because as you were the one who was the founder who started it, so I think this is the question that I should first ask you.
To be entrepreneur is interesting, really interesting, but it's not easy. Every day we have the special problems which we should to improve and solve. I think that the entrepreneurs is the people who create something new and innovation in the world, I think.
I totally agree with Dinar. And I may add that there is some vital important aspects of being entrepreneur. And as far as I understand at my stage of life, I got that the main point is persistence, that you don't stop.
So Miras and Dinar, thank you very much. It was really great talking to you. If you would like to give a last message to your listeners, to the new entrepreneurs, to innovators from the global south, from low or middle income countries, please go ahead.
Maybe our message would be, if you are like a new entrepreneur, you want to try it on yourself, and just try it. Try it when you're young. Try it when you have time, and this experience is priceless. You grew up as individual, as person. Hopefully, both of us think in right way, and hopefully, we may give good example to people who are watching us now and with whom we are operating in our day-to-day life.
And also, I hope that in the future, our company will help the many farmers, the many people, which include in the agri section. I believe that our company helps solve the problem of control of theft of the cattle, and the young entrepreneurs, how say the Miras, in the future will be good entrepreneurs, we will believe that our company will not startups. It will be international company. So thank you very much, Almas, to interview.
Thank you very much for being part of this show. So guys, this was all about our today's episode. If you liked, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel of Traces Dreams.